In today's news, prizes awarded to Maldives Expo 2025 winners, Saudi delegation to visit Maldives for Makkah route initiative, and Defense Ministry discusses enhanced cooperation with Malaysian authorities.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the English News Bulletin on MMTV. I'm Aishat Tashkil with the news this hour. Lujain Ali Wahid of Hemveru Huludufar Age Male claimed first place in the individual category at the Maldives Expo 2025, earning recognition for outstanding performance.
At the Maldives Expo 2025 award ceremony held on Thursday evening at the Maldives Center for Social Education, President Dr. Mohammad Muizzu presented awards to top scorers in various categories. These included the Golden Prize awarded to the 5 highest scoring exhibits at the Expo. Lujain Ali Wahid secured first place in the individual category and was among the top 5 Golden Prize winners. The Golden Prize winners are Lujain Ali Wahid, Abdi Maldives, Maldives Polytechnic, Muhammad Musa, and Ali Mahir. These individuals and organizations were honored for their exceptional creativity and significant contributions. The exhibition also recognized first place winners in multiple categories across various sectors. In the individual category, Lujain Ali Wahid took the top spot, while Gafali Filingili Council won the island category and Addu City Council claimed the city category. CDC Kitchen Private Limited secured first place in the business category, with Maldives Polytechnic winning the education center category. Fatmat Shafagat was recognized in the People with Disabilities category, and the Women Entrepreneurs Association Maldives won the NGO category. Addu City Hitadu won the City Island Participation category, while State Electric Company Limited took first place in the State-Owned Enterprise category. A total of 275 awards were presented at the ceremony. The exhibition featured 383 participants showcasing local creativity across 14 categories and 82 subcategories, with most entries coming from the manual labor sector. Participants represented islands ranging from Ha Alif to Lamu Atoll, with Male and Tuladu in Ba Atoll submitting the highest number of entries. Over 3,600 items were submitted through application forms, showcasing strong participation from across the nation. President Dr. Muizzu approved the decision to host Maldives Expo 2025 on May 19, 2024, following a cabinet recommendation. The expo aims to enhance national productivity and broaden economic opportunities. The exhibition will take place from May 23rd to 31st at Central Park Hulumale, officially opening to visitors at 8:30 p.m. on Friday.
The Maldives and Malaysia have held discussions aimed at enhancing defense cooperation between the two countries. The meeting took place between Minister of Defense Mohammad Ghassan Mamun and Malaysian Minister of Defense Datuk Seri Muhammad Khalid Nordin. Held on the sidelines of the Langkawi International Maritime and Aerospace Exhibition, Lima 2025, the discussion centered on shared security concerns and explored opportunities to expand cooperation in the defense sector. The meeting builds on the momentum established during President Dr. Mohammad Muizzu's official visit to Malaysia in April 2025, which served as a foundation for strengthened engagement across multiple sectors, including health, economic development, digitalization, climate change, and international cooperation. The Ministry of Islamic Affairs has announced that a high-level Saudi delegation will begin arriving in the Maldives on Friday ahead of the official inauguration of the Makkah route initiative, which will be launched on May 26th.
The initiative is being introduced for the first time to facilitate Maldivian pilgrims traveling to Saudi Arabia for Hajj. A total of 42 senior officials from the Saudi Ministry of Hajj and Umrah, Foreign Ministry, and immigration authorities are scheduled to participate in the inauguration. The delegation will be led by Lieutenant General Sulaiman bin Abdulaziz Al Yahya, Chairman of the Supervisory Committee for the Makkah Route Initiative. According to the Ministry of Islamic Affairs, the Makkah Route initiative is designed to streamline travel and immigration processes, offering a smoother and more efficient Hajj experience for pilgrims. Under the program, Maldivian pilgrims will complete all Saudi immigration and health formalities before departing from the Maldives. This will enable them to bypass extensive procedures upon arrival in Saudi Arabia. Minister of Islamic Affairs Dr. Muhammad Shaheen Ali Saeed stated that services under the initiative will include biometric data collection, electronic visa issuance, health and safety checks, luggage tagging, and boarding pass issuance prior to departure. Once in Saudi Arabia, pilgrims will be transported directly to their accommodation with their luggage delivered to their rooms. The ministry noted that the Maldives' inclusion in the Makkah Route initiative reflects the strengthening bilateral ties between the Maldives and Saudi Arabia and represents a significant achievement for the current administration.
The Attorney General's office has requested the Maldives Police Service to investigate allegations that Centre Enterprises submitted falsified invoices to the civil court, which led to a state loss of 32 million rupiah. In February, the civil court ruled that the Department of Medical Services must pay 32 million rupiah to Centre Enterprises based on invoices and delivery notes submitted by the company. After the court ruling, the Attorney General's office asked the Auditor General's office to investigate, uncovering that Centre Enterprises had submitted invoices for medical equipment that was never brought into the Maldives. Following the Auditor General's findings, the Attorney General's office has requested the police to investigate and initiate a criminal investigation. According to Attorney General's office, Centre Enterprises filed 3 separate cases against the state over services allegedly provided in 2006 and 2008, one involving equipment reportedly supplied to the Ministry of Environment and 2 concerning medical equipment deliveries to the Department of Medical Services. In February, the High Court ordered the state to pay $2 million in compensation for unpaid medical supplies. In April, the civil court awarded the company 12.7 million rupiah for equipment reportedly supplied to the Ministry of Environment. The Attorney General's office has confirmed that it will appeal the High Court's decision to the Supreme Court and challenge the civil court's 12.7 million rupiah ruling at the High Court. The audit of Centre Enterprises is ongoing, with investigations into the company's claims and submitted documentation still underway. We have more news coming up after this short break. Please stay tuned.
Mate, it's madness in here today.
Of course, bro. It's the kickoff. It's the new Premier League season. We'll be ready. Get loud. This is new faces, latest drip, and fresh trims. It's time to believe. The greatest league in the world is back.
Brought to you by MediaNet.
Kafa, tiga pocket and no contact phone lani. Kafa, passport at the family gilligiayo. Kafe, Kanitani, for shigilligiayo.
Kokko hasnuwe, kafe dani hajjan umra plan nagag. Konkamaka kafa haswamvi. Ituru malumat Elite mobile app adi myelite.mv.
Elite Ailaya, marhaba.
Welcome back. In more local news, the Maldives Police Service MPS has formally launched plans to relocate its central headquarters from the capital Male to Hulu Male. A formal agreement to facilitate the construction of the new headquarters was signed yesterday between the Maldives Police Service and the Housing Development Corporation, HDC. The signing ceremony took place at HDC with Deputy Commissioner of Police Ismail Naveen representing the MPS and HDC Managing Director Mauruf Jamil signing on behalf of the corporation. Currently, the Shahid Hussein Adam building in Male serves as the main police headquarters. Originally inaugurated in 1999, the building was previously shared by both the military and the police. Following the structural separation of the two forces, the premises were dedicated solely to police operations. The Maldives Police Service began functioning as an independent entity on September 1st, 1999. In addition to the new central facility in Holumali, the government has launched an extensive project to build a police station, posts and accommodation blocks in island communities. Agreements have already been signed with various contractors for the development of police facilities in 83 islands. In his 2025 presidential address to the People's Majlis, President Dr. Mohammad Muizzu spoke of the government's goal of establishing police services on every inhabited island by the end of the year. Minister of Economic Development and Trade Mohammed Said has described this year's Maldives Expo as the most successful and well-organized event held in the past 8 years. Addressing the Maldives Expo 2025 award ceremony, Minister of Economic Development and Trade Mohammed Said emphasized President Dr. Mohammad Muizzu's vision to strengthen and mainstream the creative economy, ensuring its benefit reach and empower the youth. Minister Said stated that under the President's vision, a dedicated space was allocated to the creative economy for the first time in history. He emphasized that this marks a historic and significant step towards strengthening the creative economy. For the first time in history, this year's expo also featured a digital district showcasing the extraordinary talents of Maldivian youth. In addition, a dedicated market space was established to promote and sell Maldivian products at the expo. Minister Said stated that these factors contributed to the success of the expo, making it the most well-organized event held in the past 8 years. He further highlighted the government's efforts to create market opportunities for Maldivian products, emphasizing that avenues for exporting these products will be expanded during this presidential term. This week, national development spanned from transport and service accessibility to legal reform, health security, and international collaboration. Newly ratified laws, regional infrastructure, and social policy initiatives highlighted the government's efforts to expand public services and strengthen institutions.
The Parliament passed a bill to separate the Attorney General's office from the Civil Service Commission, establishing it as an independent service. The move aims to resolve challenges in hiring professionals and improving staff salaries. Under the new law, staff will be classified into legal service and administrative roles. On the same day, National Carrier Maldivian launched a direct air link between Hanimado and Bangalore, offering new connectivity for residents of the northern atolls. Operating twice weekly, the service improves access to India for medical, educational, and business purposes while enhancing tourism potential in the region. This route also forms part of the airline's broader international expansion strategy. The following day, the Ministry of Finance and Planning reported a 37% increase in deposits to the Sovereign Development Fund this year, totaling 681.9 million rupiah as of May 8. Since the administration assumed office, $121 million has been added to the fund, restoring its balance from just $2 million last November. The fund's recovery has been recognized as a key buffer for upcoming debt obligations and a stabilizing factor for the economy. In line with Sustainable Development Goals, Minister of Tourism and Environment Tariq Ibrahim reaffirmed the government's intention to improve the environmental permit system through industry collaboration. Addressing participants at the MATI Member Forum, he highlighted the need for harmonizing tourism growth with environmental conservation. The ministry also underscored the importance of public-private cooperation in achieving long-term ecological balance. As part of the Bank of Maldives' Islamic finance expansion, BML Islamic introduced the first fully funded Sharia-compliant corporate financing facility for a luxury resort. The project will support the development of a 5-star, 118-room property in Kaf Atoll. The bank described the initiative as a milestone for Islamic finance in the Maldives and a sign of growing interest in ethical and responsible investment options. The following day, President Dr. Mohammad Muizzu ratified the 15th Amendment to the Decentralization Act to limit the frequency and cost of by-elections. Under the amendment, no by-election will be held if a seat becomes vacant with fewer than 548 days remaining in the term, unless it affects council quorum. The change responds to concerns over midterm vacancies and is expected to ease fiscal pressure while improving administrative continuity. Also on May 19th, the President ratified the First Amendment to the Maldives Sports Act, introducing wide-ranging reforms to support youth engagement and inclusivity in sport. The law decentralizes sports development, establishes a sports fund, and formally recognizes the Maldives Paralympic Committee. It also mandates the formation of new bodies such as National Anti-Doping Agency and a sports arbitration system. Building on recent infrastructure momentum, the President inaugurated Mudi Airport, the first airport in Meme Atoll. The airport developed by MTCC includes a 1,200-meter runway and is scheduled to begin commercial flights on May 24th. During the ceremony, the President highlighted the role of such infrastructure in driving population migration and sustainable regional development, announcing 300 new housing units for Mudi. In line with justice reform efforts, the government has decided to establish 3 new drug remand centers in Tinadu, Fuamula, and Hitadu. These centers will join existing facilities in Himafushi and Hulumale, increasing the total to 5. Designed to support addiction recovery, the centers will hold individuals during custody while separating users from criminal networks and offering access to treatment. Continuing the legislative agenda, the President ratified the Second Amendment to the Tobacco Control Act, introducing a landmark generational tobacco ban. The new law prohibits the sale and use of tobacco for anyone born on or after January 1, 2007, and bans e-cigarettes, vaping devices, and tobacco advertising. Set to take effect on November 1st, the amendment reinforces public health protections and regulatory enforcement. Meanwhile, Vice President Ustaz Hossain Mohammad Latif called for urgent reform of global climate finance structures during his remarks at the Honolulu International Forum. Stressing the disproportionate impact of climate change on small island states, he advocated for moving beyond GDP-based assessments. He also reiterated the Maldives' commitment to the blue economy, linking ocean sustainability with national resilience. In a parallel move to strengthen health systems, the Maldives and Thailand signed a memorandum of understanding to enhance public health collaboration. The agreement, signed on the sidelines of the 77th World Health Assembly in Geneva, prioritizes digital health, primary care, and regulatory capacity building. A joint working group will be established to coordinate implementation and monitor progress.
And with that report, we conclude today's English News Bulletin. Thank you for watching and have a very pleasant weekend ahead.